Hello, my fellow patriots. This is Alex with another Disabled Vet's Perspective. This is a quick little video while I'm out walking the dog. I got one dog. We got 5 acres. The dog could go nuts and run around everywhere, but if you take your eyes off her, poof, she's down the street. And out we go to go find her. I don't get it. Dogs are funny that way. The video this morning is about our history. We need to be paying attention to it. You need to be teaching your kids about it. Because if you don't understand our history, then you have no idea what it means truly to be a patriot, to be a 3%er, to be a one that would defend all of our rights in this country. One of the channels that I especially like, and I love history to begin with. I like hearing about our people from the past doing their thing to make this country what it was. History B. Yes, ma'am, I'm talking about you. One of the best channels I've ever sat through, watching and listening. The information that she gives is about the little known things in history. Last night I caught a couple of them on her channel there. I caught the one about the Liberty Bell. I had no idea that thing had been melted down so many times. They melted it down and it still broke. It goes to show you that bell had a plan of its own. But that was interesting. But also she talked about the Federal Reserve. And I watched both part 1 and part 2 on that video. And it's interesting stuff. I did a video and I noticed the algorithms must have picked it up because it's obviously a subject that the government doesn't like us talking about. And in my video, it says, IRS, is it legal? Nope. Well, I've only got 17 views on that video. I'm not saying it in a negative way towards my subscribers at all. Not at all. But I am saying that it seems to me that when you start talking about the sensitive subjects, like the illegalities that are done to the American people in the name of their protection and our freedom, you know, it's for your own good. You remember when you told your 5-year-old we're taking that nail from you that you tried to put into the electrical outlet because it's for your own good. Well, that one was a pretty legitimate one. But to tell somebody that you're a law-abiding citizen and you've never done anything wrong, you've been well-trained, you're a, retired or prior military service, we're taking your guns for your own good so that you will be safe. Well, I promise you I'm a lot safer with mine than without them. I can shoot a flea off a fly's ass at about 100 yards. And, I don't have to let somebody get close enough to hurt me to defend myself. Hey! Like I said, take your eyes off them for a second, they head for the fence line. Just that quick. I think my dogs think they're 3-year-olds. They don't have to listen. Terrible 2s and testy 3s. But, hey! Hey! Twiggy! This isn't even the one that normally runs. Get over here! Hey! Move it. Anyway, where were we? Back to history. I want you guys to take a minute, if you want, if you don't mind, and check out that video that I put up there about the IRS, because it's not legal, and I explain everything as to why it's not legal, and then I give you sources that you can find that information out. So I do my videos off the cuff. I'm never going to have to worry about copyright strikes because I'm not going to play music and I'm not going to show documents. But when I have something specific, I'll give you the source to find it so that you can look it up. And that way you know I'm not just babbling, which I do babble, but I babble as much truth as I can possibly muster. And it's up to you guys to verify that truth. And by all means, good Lord, I'm not perfect. So if I say something that is incorrect or it can be found to be misspoken, I'm a very comfortable male, and I will say I'm sorry. I am not afraid. Somebody who can't say I'm sorry and admit wrong, that's their first wrong. But anyway, I want you guys to start, if you have children, you need to sit them down after school and let them listen to an episode or two of History Bee. Because if we can teach our kids the history, then they will be more willing to defend it. The government was made up in a very good way. It was damn near perfect. About the worst things in our history could have been corrected at the very beginning, and for that they had their faults. Slavery should have never been allowed on the new continent, in the new world. It's a very serious black dot in the creation of a constitutional republic, freedom for all. Well, they missed that one a little bit, but you know, there's that, and then there's the slaughter of the Native Americans, or as they called us, the savages. I'm only a savage if somebody aggresses at me, becomes, you know, physically aggressive or whatever, and then I, of course, turn into a savage. But I'm a freedom-loving, calm individual all the time, but I'm not one to be pushed over either. But anyway, we've got some black marks on our history, but we've got a lot of good stuff too. So get your kids sat down, turn on History Bee. She's a teacher. She's got a nice voice. She's well-spoken. They'll enjoy it. It's not boring. And we'll start getting our kids to understand what it is we're all out here doing. And, you know, I'm going to start getting my videos put together for my Bill of Rights and the Constitution and the paperwork, the papers that were submitted to get that whole thing started. But the news just keeps coming hot and heavy, so it's hard to get time to sit down and put my information together. It's just one thing after another. It's that little thing called life. It gets in the way of everything. Some people are doing so much, it's like Zombie Farmer over there. He does a prepping show, and he's a farmer and a truck driver. And he had a to-do list that was about 10 miles long, and then he had to go to work today. So I told him, I said, you know, it's hard to believe you even have time for work with all the stuff you have to do. And that's true. We get going so fast, if we round a corner too quickly, we run right into ourselves. So anyway, this is a babble. Just a little thing I feel about getting our history going, getting people educated. Teach. They're not going to do it in school. Anyway, if y'all like it, make sure you hit the like button. Maybe it'll stick, maybe it won't. Make sure you get that subscription down. Tell people about me. I'm up to 180. I was up to, I think I was up to 184, but every time I get a few, I lose a few, and that's understandable. Some people get bored by me. Some people have to, you know, mute the screen or tone it down because the face is a little hard to look at. I understand that. But if you know somebody who wants to be part of my group, wants to be part of our family, build this patriot movement, by all means, tell them. Until next time, y'all, stay in the fight.